Hi there, Zentratti here. Today we're going to talk about Calia Menethil and Xalatath, which starts with the Trollakir War, which was basically a bunch of Giga Chad trolls going absolutely freaking bonkers on the Akir, which they actually resurrected with the help of Xalatath. So Xalatath already making moves. Starting wars, which not only did the war, cause carnage, but it really beefed up the trolls. So we have the Empire Azul just going crazy, running around Azeroth like they own the place. So some years go by, Xalatath spends some time with the Naga, and the trolls come into contact with the first humans, originally the Vryk'rul, and just began a massive campaign of war. We humans have heart, and we definitely demonstrated that against the trolls, which led to humanity receiving visions from the Naru, which led us into the light. So, with humanity all dieseled out and wielding the light, Xalatath saw within Stormwind the Church of the Holy Light specifically as the perfect place to introduce the shadow. Now, having the light is good and all, but the light also tends to cast shadows and make churches, which is how we got all of our Healy boys, priests, and paladins. So, with humanity all big, beefy, and illuminated, Xalatath decided to turn her attention to the dwarves, specifically targeting the Dark Irons and Modgood's hunger for power and artifacts. With Xalatath in hand, Modgood was able to curse Grim Batol, which eventually becomes a stronghold for the Horde. So, with Grim Batol curse, the three dwarven clans dispersed. The dwarves would be more willing to form an alliance, given, how stubborn they typically are. So at this point, Stormwind is established, Ironforge is established, and enter the Dark Portal, the next piece in the puzzle, which allows Natalie Celine to come into contact with the Pale Orc, which teach her of the shadow and balance. Natalie Celine was a Humano bishop of the Church of Holy Light. With Xalatath, she created the Secrets of the Void, which is currently being held captive in the Dalran Library. Her book preached balance, which eventually made its way into the hands of the Cult of Forgotten Shadow, who eventually become the basis for all Horde priests. So, much like all wielders of Xalatath, Natalie met an unfortunate fate one night in her sleep at the hands of her own cultists, who eventually become the Twilight Hammer. Natalie, of course, foresaw this and departed her physical body to hide out in the Shadow Realm, where eventually she would be reawoken to serve in the Priest Order Hall quests. Around the same time, Davil Prestor attempts to marry a young Calia Menethil, who turns out to be the Earth aspect Deathwing in disguise. It doesn't take very long, and Deathwing, or Davil, mysteriously vanishes, which turns out he aided in the Battle of Grimbett's Hole for the Horde, and in return, they were to take a clutch of his hags to Outlands, where they eventually became the Netherwing Dragons. Now, Deathwing tries to set up shop in Outlands, but Gron, the Dragon Slayer, aptly named, takes issue with this and whoops his ass. Sends him running back to Deepholm, licking his wounds, where he remained until the events of the Cataclysm. Of course, shortly after Natalie Celine was spirited away, a new bishop had to be appointed, who eventually was Alonzus Fowl. Now, Alonzus Fowl also worked with Anduin Lothar to create an Order of Holy Warriors, the Order of the Knights of the Silver Hand. This is, of course, where Tyrion, Fordring, you name a paladin, they came from here. Now, at some point along the line, old Alonzus passes away and is succeeded by his apprentice, Benedictus. Benedictus is noted as saying that the times have changed, and it is clear that they must change with them. The age when hearts like Lothar's were the only way to survive may be drawing to a close. Now, a lesser bishop, Bishop Farthing, sometime later, states that Archbishop Benedictus left Stormwind on an important mission to assist dragon aspects at Wormrest temples, when in truth he was delivering murder. Benedictus did a lot of good for the people of Stormwind, doing his best to corrupt and twist the minds of loyal citizens of Stormwind as the Twilight Father. Now, at Wormrest Temple, he would be killed and succeeded by Farthing, both in Stormwind's Church of the Holy Light and in the Twilight Hammer cult, where he would be caught later wielding Xalatath, trying to res a Cathraxi. In our next video, we will explore the Gathering, Calia Menethil, how the events of Xalatath thus far have led to the Gathering, and what that means for Calia and the future. If you wouldn't mind, please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if I missed something or if I'm just dead wrong. See you in the next one.